Armstrong, and this is Conversations with the Goodman School of Business. And my guest today is Ethan Foy. Welcome, Ethan.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. And you are in your final year of neuropsychology here at Brock University.
Yes, I am.
And you're a co-op student at that.
Yep.
But you are also an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Lucky enough to be the Deborahs Audie Entrepreneurship recipient for this year.
Yeah. And that's a fabulous award that's allowing you to work on your project. Well, let's take a step back first and talk a little bit about Lifepoints, which is the project you're working on, your business, I guess.
Yeah. So Lifepoints is an application-based business, and what it is it's a reward platform, basically.
Right.
So at this current stage, we're releasing an application that rewards users for the time that they spend at a fitness facility with these Lifepoints, and these can then be used in-app to purchase rewards from local businesses. Most of these rewards would be seen as maybe discounts, like 10% off if you're talking about a store like Popeye's Supplements, maybe a free small booster juice if you're talking about something like that. But in the future, we hope to, because we understand that people don't always get their physical activity from going to a fitness facility.
Right.
So we hope to be able to reward users for also things like going on runs or the steps that they take in a day. A big thing would also be cycling, because a lot of the older population enjoys cycling. So it really is, I say, in its initial stage one of our final vision. And hopefully we get there over the next year or so.
Yeah, and this is a fairly new business. We were talking, you just started it a few months ago.
Yeah, the idea probably came to me in October, and then of course you have to wrestle with that idea to get it to something that is viable, and then you start from there. But we really are early stage, probably halfway through development now. I was lucky enough to have friends that were both web developers and application developers, pitched it to them, and was able to get them on the team.
Yeah, it sounds like it's kind of a neat, it's sort of the next step from like the Fitbit, which counts your steps, but then, okay, that's fine, but this is sort of rewarding to keep the motivation going.
Yeah, with Fitbit, it's good to keep track of what you're doing. We hope to kind of switch that around and actually provide an incentive for you to be physically active, and that's what we're doing with the rewards.
Yeah. And so you had this idea, you had some friends that helped you along the way, but then you got introduced to BioLinc.
Yeah, so I'm kind of a longtime fan of BioLinc, I guess you could say. I was their ambassador in 2013. But I'm not sure how I actually first was introduced to BioLinc, but from back then, I knew as soon as I had this idea, the first place I needed to stop by was BioLinc, talk to Dan and Cassie, pitch them the idea, and then kind of work out a way in which, or a direction that we should take from there.
Yeah, and they probably suggested applying for the Deborahs Audie Award.
Yeah, they were very quick to say, Deborahs Audie Award, monster pitch, get out there and just see what happens.
Right, and so the Deborahs Audie Award is allowing you to actually use the time. It's giving you salary funds to work full time on your project over the summer months.
Yeah. So it's absolutely amazing this award, because I remember right before I got it, right after I received the award, I had this little bit of anxiousness. I was like, how am I going to stay busy, kind of like every day of the week for, say 9 to 5.
Right.
And then you have no idea how difficult and how time consuming it is to start a business until you're kind of given that opportunity to say, the time is yours, do what you got to do. And then you sit down there and you're working like 10-hour days, and you're saying like, I don't even know how I would have accomplished this without getting this opportunity. So it's been an amazing experience. If it were to end tomorrow, the amount I've learned from this award has been life-altering.
Sure, I
Amazing.
bet. And you are actually situated in the BioLinc office area.
Yep.
So that's part of the award, is it not? That you get to stay there and you get to take advantage of all of the opportunities and things available to you.
Exactly.
The mentoring and the
collaborative space, the collaborative atmosphere that's in BioLinc. I mean, one day, a perfect example, I was writing a sales model, and then a couple After I finished writing the sales model, I kind of pitched it to the people in the office, and then within 30 minutes and a great discussion, we completely spun it around 180 and came up with a way better sales model.
Wow.
And that's exactly what BioLink is capable of.
Yeah, it helps you grow that business.
Exactly.
For sure.
Definitely.
So when did you know you were an entrepreneur?
You know what? In retrospect, as a kid, I would go around and try to sell myself to go cut lawns or shovel driveways,
Right.
and then from that, a couple entrepreneurial ideas, started getting in talks with BioLink, and then after that one semester as their ambassador, that's when I really knew
You were hooked.
Entrepreneurship is for me.
Fantastic.
I couldn't see it any other way.
And I think one of the messages we want to get across, you don't have to be a business student to be an entrepreneur.
No, definitely not.
And you don't have to be a business student to work at BioLink or get the Deborah E or Rosati award.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you can learn business by doing business. So if you have the
Absolutely.
idea, go out there and try to make it happen.
And I think one of the other messages is even if you don't have that business background, BioLink will be there to help you
Exactly.
along the way.
They have the mentors
Yeah.
and the resources.
So that's wonderful. Best of luck to you. We really hope it goes well.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for stopping by.
It's been an honor.
Great. And thank you for listening, and hopefully we'll chat soon.